TV20's Alexis Cruz signing off from the sky. I will see you all on the ground. Quick email that we've received just moments ago. For any police officers needing their uniforms cleaned for the funeral, Quality Cleaners of Trenton and High Springs are offering their services from California all the way over to Florida. And the University of Florida was the only school to answer her request. Continues to get worse out here. You can see the wind has picked up. We're going to go ahead and show you what's going on over here. A tornado briefly touched down near Philadelphia yesterday, and check this out. The strong winds flipped over a parked car as these two men were new to the neighborhood. You can see on the ground next to me two moving boxes right in front of the home where deputies say 25-year-old Jonathan Morris was shot. Well, I've got to cover his ears really quick because coming up on Morning Edition, when you're done eating the turkey and the stuffing, we have some tips. A lot of unanswered questions this morning, but also a lot to see. We're going to go ahead and take you, now that it's daylight, through the home. Officials say a UF Health helicopter is on the way and will be standing by. And you can see at our live traffic look, County Road 236, this area at a standstill. Well, some good breaking news. The cookies are coming. The snacks feature 4 cookie designs. The house is still battling for the Iron Throne and the White Walkers. I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, but if you wanted to convince me to watch it, this is the way to do it. This video you're looking at now shows a pregnant woman being hit by her own car as someone trying to drive away with it. Your music resonates with so many people from all ages. Just tell me how that feels as an artist to hear, young kids singing as well as older people singing along to your songs. I want to warn you guys, I am no Michelle Kwan, but that was a double sound count. Not that really anyone's familiar with the term.
Alexis Kwan.
Come over here, Amin. So Amin is auditioning today, and he's been serenading everyone in the crowd. At this time, deputies have not released that pilot's name, still waiting to tell his family. Here's what we know right now. But what's even cooler than this car that I am so uncomfortably sitting in right now is the person who drives it. Rappelling down the tallest building at Celebration Point, Alexis Cruz, TV20 News.
I just don't know what to do without him. I haven't ate or slept since this happened.
Valerie Taylor and her family have spent the last few days in this very room, grieving the loss of her grandson, 18-year-old Jordan Freeman.
If I had known that would be the last time I seen him, I would have told him to get in that car with me.
Right across the street from the family, candles are lit in the stairway where the light of their lives was taken. Jordan was shot in the head in this staircase Saturday, a week after his 18th birthday.
I just said happy birthday to him. He didn't even get a year into adulthood before somebody killed him.
Police say Freeman was shot after an argument, and they are still aggressively searching for his killer. In the meantime, his family is using their pain to spread a message against gun violence.
They can educate their children and let them know how serious gun violence is. Not to listen to social media, rap videos, friends that's glorifying the gun usage, because you can't unshoot somebody.
And as they painfully wait for answers and try to keep each other strong, they try to remember just how much he loved them.
He didn't mess with nobody. You always see him smiling. And he always knew the right thing to say. I just don't know what to do without him now.
Well, if you're wondering how I got myself in this position, we're gonna have to take you back a few hours. All right, we are 5 minutes away. Micah, this is my photographer, Micah, who I did not force to be here. He's excited to be here, right?
I have very mixed feelings.
In this week's One Tank Trips, you guessed it, we're taking you to Skydive Palatka, home of the engineers and NASA employees turned daredevils and adrenaline junkies.
It's exhilarating, it's relaxing, and it's amazing.
This is Juan Arango. He's currently working on his 75th jump. That's his 7,500th jump. And lucky him, he gets to take me up into the air. My life is in his hands.
Well, hopefully I won't let you down.
Okay,
so
hopefully. Maybe he's not so lucky today. The first step in our adventure is to watch a quick safety tutorial. After that, it's time to gear up for the skies.
The harness is going to be tight, but not uncomfortable. If something is bothering you, just let me know.
Contrary to popular belief, you don't jump out. According to Juan, you casually step out, of the plane. And you're gonna kind of push me out, or we? Okay.
We step out. You don't have to help me. We're gonna step out.
Now that we've cleared that up, it's time to head to the plane, and the rest, well, you'll just have to see for yourself. Right now we're about 5,000 feet, and that's when Juan over here is gonna pull the parachute, and we're gonna drift safely down to the ground. Okay, here we are at 12,000 feet. Any last words, Micah?
I'm not gonna think like that. We're gonna be positive.
And with a 3, 2, 1, we're out of the plane and the sky is ours. Free falling for about 60 seconds, then it's goodbye to our photographer. We're on our own. And once the parachute deploys, I even get to take the reins. This is what pure bliss feels like. TV20's Alexis Cruz signing off from the sky. I will see you all on the ground.
Yeah.
That was remarkable. I mean, that is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Not for these people, but they do it every day. And you know, I'm starting to see why. But seriously, who are these crazy people who skydive every weekend?
Once most people get over the fear that they think they should have about skydiving, they find that they really enjoy it.
Like Juan, Allison spends her weekdays putting her mind to work and her weekends keeping her head in the clouds. But you don't have to be a professional to have fun. Just ask this grandfather and grandson making the plunge together.
It's just exciting just to get up there in the plane and jump out of it.
And just like this pair, our professional jumpers say skydiving is just one more thing that keeps them closer to their loved ones.
It's a fun sport. The people are great. You know, I love the people. I've gotten to travel all around the world and skydive.
My wife has been jumping with me about almost 19 years.
Is the secret to a happy marriage doing this exhilarating stuff?
Well, been married for 15 years, so I guess yes.
Reporting safely on the ground, Alexis Cruz, TV20 News. You know, I'm not a professional, but I think that was a pretty good landing. It was a typical afternoon at Sarissa Miles' Gainesville apartment when all of a sudden she received a random Facebook message from a man living nearly 700 miles away. Both shocked and surprised, Sarissa did what he asked. She picked up the phone and called him, not knowing that phone call would change their lives forever.
Oh my God, this might be my other sibling he was talking about.
For years, Sarissa Miles had a feeling there might be a part of her missing.
I think about 15 years ago, I was having a conversation with my dad, and he did mention that he might have another child out there, but that was so long ago, I totally forgot about it, you know.
And it wasn't until August 17th of this year that Sarissa's memory returned to her, all in the form of a random Facebook message.
I'm like, oh my God, what is this? He was pretty much telling me that he was my brother and he was 31 years old and that he was alive and well. And I was like, what brother?
The sibling Sarissa's father alluded to all those years ago is 31-year-old Rashad Waring, also known as the man behind the Facebook message. After sending pictures back and forth and spending a little time on the phone, Sarissa thought he could be her brother until one moment when she knew.
This picture right here, this picture was the confirmation. This picture, he looks just like my dad, my uncle, like all of them put together. And I was like, oh my God, this picture right here, everybody says, oh my God, he looks just like your dad.
How crazy is it that you have a sister after 31 years? I mean,
yeah, it's awesome, man. It's still so real to me. I still can't really believe it.
Rashad says after 31 years of wondering who his family was, it was a little help from Ancestry.com and a lot of Facebook stalking that led him to his sister.
It's just amazing. Like, just started sending pictures, and it was just a natural connection. We have the same personality, and we just been talking and trying to figure out how we're going to meet each other. It's just so awesome.
Though they have yet to meet in person, the all-of-a-sudden siblings tell me they're looking forward to when both of their families can finally become one.
I think after I meet him face to face, I'll feel better.
What do you think's gonna happen when you guys meet?
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna cry.
And until the family reunion, Alexis Cruz, TV20 News.